Welcome back, everyone, and I'm here again with SPR contributor Jordan Sharp, and today we're going to be looking at how those odds have been acting up for the game between the Miami Dolphins and the Jacksonville Jaguars. How you doing today, Jordan?
I'm doing great, Dex. Thanks for having me back, man.
My pleasure, my man. All right, so how about them Jags, man? I mean, they pretty much surprised everyone with that win over the Browns, especially in the way that they did it. I mean, their secondary pretty much stepped up and just shut down that play-action heavy air game that they had been doing, and it had been working for them before that loss. I mean, it was simply unexpected the way that this game finished with a 6-24 score. Now, the 1-6 Jags are the 31st worst offense and the 28th worst defense in the league overall. As for the 3-3 Finns, now they actually did a little surprising of their own by beating your Bears at Soldier Field 27-14 last week. Now, they're the 12th best offense and the 4th best defense so far in the league. Obviously, they did come into this game as favorites with the line opening up -4.5 at pinnaclesports.com. Since then, that line went all the way up to -5.5, and where it's starting to settle at -6, with the exception of a couple of books who already have them at -7, like BetChris. Now, I'm thinking that we could see this line close at -6 before the kickoff, but what do you think, Jordan?
You know, I hear what you're saying about Jacksonville's rankings right now and in comparison to the rest of the NFL, but their defense is playing a little bit better, which was proven last week than what they really show. On offense, I think they're still pretty bad because they can't really get a running game going, but they're starting to a little bit here with Denard Robinson and Storm Johnson. So, I mean, this team, it should not be undervalued anymore despite their record. I think that especially with a team as young as Jacksonville, you have to look at them as a team that can probably has the potential to play wildly different week to week, and is prone to go on some hot streaks. And I remember us talking about it just a week or two ago about how I still don't think this defense is that bad, and I also thought that they were capable of going on a run, kind of like they did last year where they won 4 straight games. But for Miami on the other side, this is a team that should also not be undervalued and has been consistently undervalued throughout this season. And at -6, I think you have to think that the Dolphins are the play here, because obviously, even though Jacksonville I do think is improving, they're not that good yet. But this is going to be, an interstate game, which could make it a little more interesting. So I'm not extremely confident in the Dolphins here, but I think that they are a much better team than what a lot of people gave them credit to start the season, and we're starting to see that as well as we head into the middle half of the season here.
Yeah, well, the Jaguars, they're still a developing team. I mean, they have a bunch of new young players that are starting up for the game. So, I mean, I'd give them the benefit of the doubt if we hadn't seen this same pattern happen year after year after year after year after year, I'm thinking that they need something else to happen. I don't know what it is, but right now I just can't trust them, man. I mean, you can have a good game and then, we can have a nice 5-6 game losing streak, I just can't trust them right now. I think that if you're looking to bet on this game, the 6 on the Miami or even the 7 line should be a lock. I mean, I don't know why you would expect Jacksonville to come up in this game.
No, yeah, I don't think Jacksonville's probably going to cover here. That's not what I was really saying. But you don't have to look at this. I don't think you look at Miami as a lock in this game either. But I would say this, that the Miami Dolphins, they kind of did this to us last year, and it just makes me a little concerned. And they kind of pretended that they were good and then kind of collapsed. I will say that in this game as well, the spread, I think we've kind of established it's not going anywhere. So, a better bet may be on the under in this game. It's the second lowest total of the week at 42, 41.5 even. It's been going down since the week started. It opened at 43.5. And, it opened at 43, even 43, and now it's at 42.5. But this actually looks like a pretty good game on the under, because both of these defenses are capable of shutting down pretty underwhelming offenses on either side.
Yeah, that sounds like a more sound bet, I guess. I mean, obviously, we can't trust either team right now at the moment, especially not Jacksonville. But then again, you never know. It might also be a shootout, and they might score a bunch of points. It could go either way. This is a game that I'd actually just stay away from completely.
You might be right, man. That sounds probably, even with a bigger slate on tap for Sunday, it might be the best way to go, just to avoid that game.
Yeah, no doubt, man. All right, Jordan. As always, it's a pleasure talking football with you, my man, and I look forward to doing it again soon.
All right, thanks, Dax.
No problem. For SBR Picks, this is Dax Floyd.
The SBR Network offers free sports picks and game breakdowns, big money free betting contests year-round, a real-time Vegas-style odds monitoring service, and much more. So come see for yourself. To stay updated on SBR news and promotions, follow us on Twitter, Facebook, and Google+, and do be sure to subscribe to the Sportsbook Review YouTube channel to catch all our daily sports shows.